We've also been working on a new handing tool. How many of you use the handing tool at the moment in front of? Okay. So we're building a new handing tool. So I'm going to create a handing. So I've created my handing in the normal way. I could add worksheets or files to that if I wanted to. I can set an open date. You'll notice that there's now a new calendar picker, which looks a bit nicer. Choose a date in February. And now we know that often you want to be able to differentiate the homework, and you want to be able to assign just small groups of students to a task. That used to be quite a complex process within the handing. So the new handing tool, if I just want to assign it to a couple of students, then I just click on their names. And they appear over on the right hand side. I could, if I wanted to, just select all students and it would assign it to the whole class. So I'll say that I've completed that. I need to put in the time. And that's saved. Go back to my list of handings. Now you'll see a view where I can see that I've assigned it. And I can see that I assigned it to 2 students, but nobody's yet handed any work in. So there's no work yet evaluated. If I log out, now logged in as a student, so one of those 2 students that I assigned this homework to. You can see that I've got some work to do on Romeo and Juliet. If I want to upload a file, then I can choose a file, one I have cunningly prepared. I upload that file and I can submit. I get an on-screen message that tells me it was submitted successfully. So we're starting to get some on-screen feedback that Frontier is doing what we asked it to do. We can see that it's not been evaluated. My teacher's not yet looked at my homework. If I log out, and I'll go back in as the teacher. Go back to my room. And now I get quite a nice graphical representation that one of my 2 students has handed in some work, but it's amber because I haven't yet marked it. And I can see that there's one piece of work not evaluated for me to mark. In the old handing tool, you have to go into the handing, get your list of students, and you'd have to look at the one, go back, jump back into, and it was about 1,001 clicks to be able to mark a whole class's piece of work. Now I just click on Not Evaluated. It will bring up the work for me to mark. And we've integrated the new handing tool with the plagiarism tool, so Epirus, those of you that use that. You can set it so that the file would go straight off to Epirus. Epirus would check it for plagiarism and it would give you results back, and the teacher could see that when they went to mark that work. But now, rather than jumping back and see between the list of students and finding the work, now I get a drop-down list. Now I've only got one piece of work here handed in, but if I had 2 or more, then they would appear in a list, and I could just choose the next person's work I want to mark. It would take me straight to it. Or if I wanted to just work through systematically, you'll see that I've got a next and a previous button. I just click the next one and it will take me to the next child's work to mark. So much quicker for you as teachers to mark a whole class set of work without jumping in and out and jumping around.